Hi guys, I'm here in the UCC area, about to head into a student house. I'm a bit nervous about this one because I know what student kitchens are like. We're going to meet Katie and teach her how to cook healthy dinners for her busy schedule. Here we go guys, this should be fun.
Hey Red TV, welcome to my crib.
Your crib. I'm going to use that one.
Okay.
How embarrassing, I really feel sorry for her. Okay, so guys, we're here in UCC in the world's smallest kitchen and we're about to cook some food. I've been told not to look in the fridge.
Do not look in that fridge.
Do not look in that fridge, I thought, but the place is pretty clean in fairness. So you called into the show, what are your reasons?
I suppose just I'm doing a master's at the moment in UCC and I just find it hard to like have the time to prepare meals like on the go. So I suppose I kind of eat a lot of the similar things like every day. So I suppose just like a few new recipes and stuff that I can throw into the mix.
When you get home from college at the end of the day, like how much time are you willing to give to standing over the stove? Because I know you're tired and you're wrecked. Like,
yeah.
If you give 10, 15, 20 minutes, what would be the max for you before you?
I suppose that 20 minutes would probably be the max, just because like I am in college throughout the day and stuff, and then I would have to go to the library and stuff in the evening, so I try to kind of like limit the time I'm at home cooking. So I suppose 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then I always like to cook things and just leave. You know, I'd have spaghetti bolognese for 1 week and then maybe lasagna the next week, so it just depends really.
So you're looking at maybe 20 minutes cooking time?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
And how much time would you give yourself getting ready before you went out in the night? Would it be longer?
2 hours.
2 hours, alright, so okay, so more time getting ready than cooking.
Oh, definitely, priorities.
Right, so, and what would be like your top favourite meal?
I love banana pancakes because I just think they're very easy to make and they're just grand. You can just throw on peanut butter or anything on them. And pizza, I love pizza. Takeaway kind of food as well. It just depends really on the day and the mood.
Do you like Mexican food?
I love Mexican food, yeah.
Thank God, because that's what we're cooking. So we're going to do like a black bean chili con carne, and then we're going to show you how to use the leftovers then to make a burrito.
Perfect.
And then we'll do some salmon tacos.
Lovely.
Very, very simple, straightforward. Alright?
Perfect.
I bought you a present.
Oh, unreal, thank you.
Blue frying pan.
The roommates will be very happy with that.
So yeah, this should last you your lifetime.
Unreal.
So that's for you to keep.
Non-stick.
Exactly, yeah, it makes life a lot easier. It'd be good for your banana pancakes.
Great for my banana pancakes.
So what we're going to do is I'll just give this a quick rinse.
Yep.
And we start chopping and cooking.
Perfect.
Alright?
Yep.
So we're going to cook our rice first. Right? We're going to use brown rice because it's a lot healthier than white rice. It's got more fibre. And plus sometimes when people are cooking white rice it can stick and get clumpy.
Yeah.
This is kind of foolproof.
Okay.
Alright? So I just want to get you to season the water.
Yeah.
Give it a good few twists there of salt. So generally if you're cooking for one person, half a cup of rice.
Half a cup of rice.
Yeah. So we're just gonna cook a cup of rice.
Okay.
Do you have any clean cups?
Yeah, we do, I think.
Oh my God.
A sad face one.
So we just do a half cup.
Yeah.
Which is plenty for yourself.
Okay.
And that'll give us enough for this dish and also for the burrito afterwards.
Okay.
Drop it in. And 25 minutes. So vegetable wise, right, what we have, we've got some peppers, courgette, carrots, some garlic, onions, spring onions. There's nothing there that you wouldn't need. You need all that?
I need all that, yeah.
Perfect. We're going to put black beans in as kind of our protein and our main filler. So what I want you to do is just drain these off in the sink and just rinse them under some cold water.
Oh yeah, so just
give them a rinse under some water then.
Yeah.
We've rinsed the beans, okay, so the texture of them isn't great, so what we're going to do is we're going to crisp them up a little bit to get kind of more bite into them.
Yeah.
So your pan here is on a high heat with no oil, okay, so we're just going to dip them into the pan.
And you can cook things without oil on your hand?
If you want, yeah.
Oh, right,
yeah, yeah. Especially with a non-stick pan, things won't stick as much.
Okay.
But if you're trying to add a bit of colour against something crispy, you definitely need oil.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just fry these till they start popping and go really crispy. And we're going to throw them back in here and just let them sit there.
Grand.
Then we're going to make the sauce in the frying pan and then add in beans and that's it done. It's very, very easy, okay?
Yeah.
So the first thing always is to get the rice on because that's what's going to take the longest to cook. With brown rice as well, once it comes to the boil, just turn it down to a simmer.
Okay.
Alright, it always cooks a lot nicer. So just give them a toss.
Woo!
Toss there.
Let me toss them, I'll throw them up to the room.
So we're just going to chop the pepper first.
Yeah.
We'll get you to a bit of chopping in a minute.
Well, if you want me to chop a finger, that's grand.
Obviously these fingers are the most important. So So it's middle finger out in front and everything else is tucked in behind.
Okay.
Most people put their thumb out and
Chocolate shop.
lift the thumb, so just in
Wouldn't want
behind.
that.
Give that a lash there and
Bet
see
you I'll
again.
be better than you.
Okay. Well done. Spot on.
Thank you.
You see the way the beans have crisped up slightly there?
Yeah.
Alright. It's going to just add more texture to the dish.
Okay.
So we're just going to put them back into our sieve. And we're going to add a little bit of oil to the pan. And then we're going to go in with our peppers and our courgettes. And I'm going to finely slice an onion as well and throw the onion in, okay?
I'm going to have to step away. I always cry with onions. Apparently if you like keep the tap running, is that like a...
No, if you keep the root on, you stop crying.
Oh, great.
Give that a chop there.
Woo!
And we're going to put a little bit of garlic in. So with the garlic, the skin is on it.
Okay.
Just going to smash it. So just give that another mix there.
Yeah.
So always add the garlic in last.
Okay.
Garlic burns very easy at a high temperature.
Oh, that's funny because I would have always added the onion and garlic first and then the rest of the veg.
Onion and garlic is
Yeah.
okay together at the start if it's a low temperature.
Okay.
But if it's a high temperature, get your garlic in last because it'll burn very easily.
Okay.
So with the spring onion then we're just going to finely slice these. And then we're just going to dip them in as well. So at this stage now, pinch of salt and splash of pepper.
Yep.
Okay. Then we're going to put some carrot in as well near the
Okay.
end. Right. So what I do with the carrot, just peel it, and then with the cheese grater, we're going to grate the carrot.
Okay.
So all I want you to do is just grate it like that.
Yeah.
So we're just going to get our carrot in.
Okay.
Okay. Beans back in. That's it. Give it a mix. We've got our protein, we've got our veg, we're going to use a small bit of oil. So far 3 or 4 minutes of cooking. So what we have to do now is spice it up. We've got some smoked paprika, some chilli powder and a little bit of cumin.
Okay.
Okay? The cumin is quite strong, so you only want a tiny bit.
Okay.
Maybe like a quarter of a teaspoon, just a little bit. Okay? Then your chilli powder, probably half a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle on top. And then the smoked paprika gives it a nice smoky flavour. Have you used this before?
No.
Smell that then.
Oh, it's unreal. It's gonna smells like, you know, the chicken fajitas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same idea.
Yeah.
So about half a teaspoon of that. So when you add in the spices, you want to make sure you just give them a nice bit of heat, just to help release the flavour.
Yeah.
And when we taste it later on, if you'd like it a little bit spicier, it's a bit of a cowboy trick. You can just add in more chilli powder, but it's the best thing is to get it on at the start because it always tastes nicer.
Yeah.
If it has a little bit of a roast in the pan. So then we're just going to put a splash of water in here. Just grab that. You can use a cup,
Yeah.
or Mr. Happy cup.
Or Mr. Sad Cup.
Splash of water. And then tomato passata.
Okay.
Have you used this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sieved tomatoes.
Right.
So you just put in enough just to coat all the beans. So all we do now is simmer for 2 minutes and it's finished.
Oh, well.
And we're going to finish it then with some coriander.
Okay.
And I've got some really nice cheese.
Unreal.
So you've got smoked cheese.
I love cheese.
So obviously you could buy regular cheddar cheese, but for an extra 50, 60 cents, you can get a really nice kind of smoked cheese, which just adds something a little more different to the flavour. So we just cut this and we grate it.
And would that now go off?
Cheese.
Yeah, no, that's stupid question. But would that go off quicker than say cheddar cheese or no? Same.
No, I think that smoked lives a lot longer, lasts longer.
Oh right, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because like back in the olden days, they used to smoke and cure food,
Okay.
make things last longer. So
Okay.
as long as it's wrapped,
It's fine.
yeah, and leave a nice clean fridge. If your fridge is nice and clean like this one, it'll definitely last a long time.
There's probably creatures going in there at this stage, but Shayla, will say nothing.
So just make sure you always cut off the rind before you grate it.
Okay.
Okay. Don't go too mad on the cheese because
I love cheese, that's my...
it's kind of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
So we're going to check our rice now.
Yeah.
So I'll just take a piece out. Have a little taste and see what you think. Just check if you think it needs more salt or pepper or more spice.
No, lovely.
Yeah?
Unreal, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to strain the rice.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to show you a trick. So if you want to get some spinach, put it into the bottom of the strainer. And then just go over to the sink and strain the rice over the spinach, and the cooking liquid from the rice will actually wilt the spinach now.
Oh wow.
And cook it for you straight away.
Okay.
Alright? And just sit the sieve back over the pot. Top of the pot. That's it, and just leave it there. So that's done, switch it off. And then our rice is done. So we just fold the spinach through the rice. So just a little bit of coriander.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll chop it. When you're chopping soft herbs, don't over chop them because they'll lose all their flavour.
Okay.
So we're going to plate it up now, so I have a bowl here.
Okay.
So then we just take some of your rice, the spinach, just plonk it down. And we just take our chilli, stick it on top. And then we're going to get some sour cream.
This is making me so hungry.
Some of your smoked cheese. And then you get some more coriander and stick it on top. That's it.
Voila!
Okay.
Unreal. So
That's
nice.
2 dinners done now, so we'll do the burritos after that. But that's
okay, so simple. So easy.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
The longest thing to cook is the rice. So yeah, you can have a taste of that.
Unreal, my favourite part.
Want the truth, make sure you get a bit of cheese on
I
it.
hope I like it. I'm a tough critic. Unreal.
Happy?
So nice.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a burrito. So these are quite handy.
Yeah.
These kind of wholemeal wraps. So what we're going to do, very simply, we're going to get some of the rice. We're going to take some of the bean chili.
Some cheese.
Some cheese.
Simple as.
Yeah, so you're just using up your leftovers. And it's really handy for lunch the next day. So when you're wrapping it up, and then what I like to do is just fold over the edges and then seal it up.
Okay. I always find that hard with wraps.
What I always do is I put a bit of cheese just to seal it, and that'll melt in the pan.
Okay.
Alright. So once you have it done, the sealed side like there,
Yep.
get that into the pan first, press it down slightly. So we're just going to toast it up on both sides, and we'll carve it up, and it's ready to eat.
Okay.
So when you're flipping it over, always flip away from yourself. Flip it over, and you can see there,
Nice, crispy.
nice and crispy.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm just going to plate it up, so just going to tip it onto a plate. Obviously when we're gone you're just going to eat it like that. But for the sake of TV we're going to make it look really
very
cool.
nice and presentable,
Right?
of course.
So if your friends are around, you're charging a few bob.
Yeah.
If you cut it at a 45-degree angle, you can charge a lot more money for it.
Okay.
Alright. So just cut it straight down at a 45-degree angle. So yeah, it's good to go. And then you can just stand it up like that. That's a really healthy lunch, or a really fast dinner with just leftovers.
And like I love like sauce and stuff now, so would you just put the sour cream on top of that, or?
Yeah, sour cream, some coriander.
Unreal.
Or you can get some of the smoked paprika. If you mix a bit through mayonnaise, you do smoked paprika mayonnaise. It's gorgeous.
Or just ketchup.
There's enough tomato in it. Stay away from ketchup.
I love ketchup.
Okay, so we're going to do one more dish. So you said you like fish. So we're going to do a salmon dish. Salmon's very easy to get, and it's cheap as chips. So we're going to do a salsa first.
Okay.
So make sure you prep the salsa first, and then we're going to prep the fish on the same board. Don't do it the wrong way around, because your salsa will taste as raw fish. If you prep your fish on the board,
I got you.
and then start chopping your tomatoes, you're going to have fishy tomatoes, which is not very pleasant. Alright? So for the salsa, it's all chopping. So I'll get you to chop it all if you want to come over here.
Yep.
And then down through the centre.
Yeah.
And take off the outside layer. So we're going to finely dice the onion.
Okay.
Alright, so with the root facing away, just chop straight down. You can see my fingers there, everything else is tucked in behind.
Yeah.
In through the side. Don't go all the way through because the root is keeping it all intact. Okay. And then just as best you can, fine dice it. So I get you to try and chop it like me.
Okay. You're gonna need like a makeup wipe to go with the mascara
now.
Looks easier than it seems.
That's it, perfect. Next thing we're going to do is chop up our pepper.
Yeah.
So we're just going to slice it into little strips. Go for it. Turn them sideways and then dice them up into small little cubes.
This is a good knife. Can I keep this as well?
Students always looking for handouts.
Please!
Then we've got just a selection of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Alright, different colours and stuff. So with the tomatoes, we're just going to cut them roughly. I kind of like to keep this nice and chunky.
Okay.
Sometimes if you dice tomatoes too small, they start to leak loads of water. And then the salsa becomes very watery. But by keeping them nice and chunky, they don't.
Okay.
Alright. So we'll just throw our tomato in here. So again, with our onion, like chilli is very, very, very powerful in flavour. So a small bit goes a long way, and cut it really small. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to slice it up really, really finely. Next thing we want to do is a little bit of coriander. Alright, so we're just going to take a small bit. I'm not even going to cut it, I'm just going to tear it in. And then just to dress it all and bring the flavour together, some lime juice. Squeeze a lime.
A full?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of oil. And then if you put some salt and pepper in there, and just give it a mix. And give it a taste as well and see what you think.
Okay. Unreal.
That's going to taste nicer after about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Everything will just marinate together.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So we can put a little bit of spring onion as well if you want through it. So our salsa's done. What we're going to do is I'm going to get some of these baby gem lettuce.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is just take some of the kind of the cups, see pieces like that.
Yeah.
Give them a rinse, and then just lay them around the plate.
Okay.
And I put a little bit of salsa into each one. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to cook our salmon.
Yeah.
Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the skin off. Okay, sometimes you can ask the fishmonger to do it, it makes life a lot easier. You don't want a bit of fish skin sitting in the student house for a couple of weeks. So what we're going to do is we're going to just skin it. I'm going to show you how. So it's important that the knife is flat.
Yeah.
And you slice across.
Okay.
Alright. So you go in like that, you make a little cut, so that's something to grip onto. Go in. And then just...
Correct.
That's it.
Easy.
Easy peasy. A lot of people don't really like cooking fish because they think it's quite complicated, but it's not, it's very, very easy. So what I want to do, like, I'm just going to cut it into, say, fish fingers.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm just going to cut it maybe, probably the thickness of my finger, into pieces like that. So that when we cook it, it'll sit into each of the cups.
Yeah.
And you always have a nice mouthful of food. So there's two reasons why you do this. A, it cooks quicker, and then B, when we put some seasoning on it, because we've cut it into smaller pieces, we get more surface area and you get more spice into it. So all we're going to do now is a bit of Cajun seasoning. We'll just sprinkle that on top. Salt and pepper over top of that. So we're just going to cook our fish now. So our pan is on a nice high heat.
Yeah.
Tablespoon of olive oil in. What we want to do is just drop the fish in, and it's very, very important that you hear that noise when it goes in.
Okay.
That means that the pan is hot enough. So when the fish is cooking, don't touch it. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll see the edge of it starting to go white. Can you see that there?
Yeah.
So we're going to let the fish cook from the bottom up.
Okay.
And when the top of it is nearly white, we're just going to give it a flip and that's it done.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see now with your fish, see the way the top is starting to go a little bit white? So all we're going to do is flip it over.
Okay.
Okay? So just very, very gently flip it. Done. That's it. Don't turn it. Yeah.
Wow.
If you want to be 100% sure, you can just take a piece and break it.
Yeah.
It's fully cooked.
Okay.
Then
in it goes.
just lay it on top like that. So we get you a spoon and you can just blob some sour cream on top.
Perfect. And the coriander.
Bit of coriander just over top.
Gorge. It looks so nice.
So that's the salmon done. Since we started filming, there's about 1,000 people behind the camera, loads of students looking for free food. So we'll go over and sit down with them?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool. So, job done. Dinner's cooked for all the students. We have a few stragglers that have just turned up. We have the classic hangover young man here.
I would eat anything.
He's going to eat anything. I hope he doesn't vomit when he tastes the food. We're here at the kitchen table, which the flat screen TV is actually bigger than the kitchen table. So again, it's great to see you've got your priorities right.
Yeah.
Thanks a million for having us in.
Thank you for having us. It was lovely.
And did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Yeah, I definitely learned like a few like meals there now that will be very handy for the week, for each week in college. And I suppose it was just so quick and easy. It was really fast.
Yeah, look, we've all been in college, and you're not going to get a fancy kitchen when you went to college.
Really?
Get on to the landlord.
I will. I live with her, so.
Oh, do you?
I do, yeah.
Jesus,
So I better not say anything.
In college, cooked on top of the stove.
Yeah.
Generally, a good quality frying pan, which you have now.
I do, thank
And
God.
a pot, chopping board, and a good knife. And you can cook thousands of meals, but hopefully, it gave you a bit of inspiration.
Yeah,
and you've learned
definitely.
a lot, so guys, on behalf of Red FM, thank you so much for having us in. I'll let you tuck in to cure the old hangovers, and once again, thanks a million.
Perfect. And an MTV style, David, get the hell out of my house.
So guys, all done and dusted here in UCC. What an experience cooking in student accommodation. But I have to say I had good fun with the guys, and hopefully they've learned a few tips. So join us next week as we head down to Carrick-Toohill, where we're going to meet a fuss eater called Daniel and his mom Teresa, and teach him how to cook some healthy favourite dishes.